The primary purpose of the software is to collect your money, and DentiMax makes it really easy to do that via the claims and the statements. To access your claims, here at the top of the screen you have this dark blue toolbar. It's always here no matter where you're at in DentiMax. You can always go to the Claims Manager by clicking on Claim. And then from here you can click on Create Claims. And so what this will do, it will look at any procedure that's not yet on a claim and create a claim for that procedure, for all of them. And so if there's insurance for that patient and you click on Create Claims, it's going to create a claim for those procedures that need to be on a claim. Another neat thing about DentiMax is that it has a claim validator. You might call it a claim scrubber. It's looking for things that might be missing from your claim ahead of time, proactively, and so you can go back into the software and make those corrections before you send the claims, so they're not rejected by the insurance company or by the clearinghouse, costing you both time and money. Now, as you can see, we have 15 claims that have been created. And in some of these claims, attachments are required. DentiMax gives you the ability to send your x-rays and perio exams electronically. Very easy to do. So you can see we've created a lot of claims. We've added those to our current claim list. I like to sort out my claims. And so you can sort your claims by different ways. Here we have a ready-to-be-billed pile of claims. So these claims have not been sent to the insurance company. They're pending to be sent to the insurance company. You have another pile called billed. These have already been sent but not yet paid. I have one claim here with that status. And then, of course, the final goal is to have them be paid. So we click on paid, and this is a claim that the insurance is paid. We're finished with it. Let's go ahead and double click on Jared Butler here. We'll zoom into his claim. This is your interactive claim editor, just like the paper that you're used to sending to the insurance company, except it's on your computer screen. And you have total access to everything, just like you would that paper claim. Let me show you what I mean. From here, you can go ahead, we'll scroll down a little bit, we can go ahead and put remarks on this claim. And so, if you want to put gross carries on number 2 or whatever to go along with these procedures placed on this claim, you can go ahead and do that. If you're including x-rays, you can go ahead for box 39 and go ahead and change that to a Y for yes, we do have enclosures. We have x-rays enclosures with this claim. You can go to your NEA Fast Attach button here at the top of your screen, and if required, you can add your perio attachments for your perio measurements, or possibly add x-rays if they're required with this claim. Let's go ahead and go back to our ADA form tab here. Some of the information might be more involved, where you might not want to type the information right here on the claim, but rather go back into the software and add that information, and then you have this wonderful tool where you can update the claim. Let me show you how that's done. We'll go ahead and click on billing here, and we'll go to billing number. And maybe Jared has this insurance through his wife, Tiffany, so we'll go ahead and click on Tiffany Burton as the subscriber. We'll go ahead and put the group number in, and we'll save our changes. And now what we'll do is we'll go back to the ADA form, and we'll click on Update Claim. What that will do is we'll go back to the program and find that information and update it to the claim. As you can see, we have Tiffany J. Burton as our primary subscriber for this additional secondary insurance we're using here for Jared Butler. Once you have your claims perfected, you can go ahead and print your claims to paper, or preferably send your claims electronically so you're paid faster. To set up your electronic claims, just simply click on Setup. Everything in the program where you need to set something up is right here in the Setup screen. We'll go ahead and go down to Set up an electronic claim service. DentiMax will work with virtually any clearinghouse, but we work very, very closely with 2 clearinghouses, Claim Connect and Apex EDI. And so from within DentiMax, you can set either one of these clearinghouses up. They'll allow you to send your claims electronically. They also offer online eligibility, so you can verify that the patient has coverage before you treat them. And in many cases, when you use the online eligibility feature, it will give you a complete breakdown of that patient's coverage, including their max. Pretty neat stuff. Huge time saver. In addition, they offer electronic statements. Let's go ahead, cancel out, and go back over to our Claims Manager. From here, we can go ahead and control-click on the claims that we want to send either to paper or electronically, or we can send the whole batch to paper or electronically. For sending select claims to paper, click on Print Selected Claims, or to send this group of claims to electronically, click on Send Selected Claims. In this case, we're going to go ahead and print them all to paper because we're not set up to send them electronically. We need to make sure that we have our correct claim form. We'll click the official ADA 2012 claim form and click on OK, and then go ahead and say OK to print these all out to paper. Once you printed the claims out, simply click on Yes, and it will move the claims from the pile of ready to be printed to being billed. Let me go ahead and show you that. Here, we'll go ahead and close down the screen. As you'll note, the ready to be billed claims are now empty. If we click on Build, you can see the claims that we just recently sent out. Now when you double click on a claim to edit it, and you're going to use the Update Claim feature, you might not know where to go into the software to enter the information. And so you simply go into the Help screens right here, and you go down to the appendix. We have this wonderful tool called the Clickable ADA Claim Form. When you use this tool, you can click on any area of the claim form, and it will tell you where that information comes from in the software. And so for missing perhaps the NPI number, you can go ahead and click on that. In this case, it will give you information on the NPI number, and then it will tell you where in the program to enter in the NPI number so that you can add it, and then go ahead and click on your Update Claim button to add that information here at the bottom of your screen. Another thing I want to show you is how to create pre-authorization claims. You can create your pre-auth claims either from your ledger screen or from the charting screen. I prefer the charting screen. I think it's a little easier. So let's go ahead, and for Jared Butler, we'll go ahead and click on Chart, which will take us right to his charting screen. From here, you'll note that he has some resins and a crown. Let's say that he wants to have this pre-authorized with the insurance company. So I can go ahead and select that. Perhaps I might want to select a couple of items. I can control click on multiple items. And then here on the left hand side of the screen, I can go ahead and click on Pre-Treatment Claim Selected. When I do that, it's going to go ahead and create a pre-treatment claim for Jared. I'll go ahead and say yes. Okay. The program immediately shows you the claim here. It gives you a little visual with a box being checked for requested for predetermination or pre-authorization. Let's go ahead and go back to our Claims Manager. From here, you'll note that any pre-authorization claim is grayed out. Instead of being in white, it's in gray. If you want to filter just by pre-authos, you can go here at the top of your screen and click on Pre-authorizations. It will just filter everything else out so you can view your pre-authorizations. If you're looking for a specific claim, it might be helpful to use the Customize Filter option here on the left-hand side. If you click on that button, it's going to give you multiple filter options. Basically, any field from either the patient record or the insurance record is going to be here. And so let's go ahead and click on Subscriber Name to go ahead and add that as a filter option. You'll note here at the top of your screen, you now have the new filter option, Subscriber Name. So if we're looking for David Arnett, we can go ahead and type in his name, and boom, it takes you right to David Arnett's claim, where you can double click on that and edit it or do what you need to do with this claim. Let's now move on to statements. When it comes to printing out statements, DentiMax gives you three options. The first option is my favorite, the anticipated statement. This statement anticipates what the insurance is going to pay, and so you have an insurance portion and a patient portion. This allows me to collect the money from the point of service for my patient because I know what their portion is going to be even before the insurance pays. The second statement is the responsibility statement. I also call this the remainder statement because with this statement, you'll wait for the insurance to pay, and then after they make payment, you'll bill your patient the remaining amount. The last option is the standard statement option. This bills the entire amount to your patient, whether or not they have insurance. And so perhaps in your practice, you're billing the insurance as a favor for the patient. The insurance will pay the patient directly. In that case, you would want to use the standard statement. And then perhaps your patient could collect the insurance amount directly themselves. There are several places where you can print your statements from. You can print your statement from your ledger screen. You can print your statement as a group from your report writer, or you can print a statement from your home screen. Access and print your statements from the report designer. Simply click on Reports here at the top of your screen. This is always here in this dark blue toolbar. Click on Reports, and then where it says Search for Report, type in Statement. And every single statement in the program will appear. As long as statement is in the name or the statement is in the description, you're going to have the statement report. Let's go ahead. In this case, we'll click on Anticipated Family Statement, and then we'll go ahead and select our options. Maybe I just want to print out a statement for Mr. K-Mac here. It's John K-Mac, so I'll go ahead and pick his name for both beginning and ending ranges. You also have additional ranges to choose from. For example, if I don't want to have statements that have less than $5 for the balance to be printed out, I'll go ahead and select $5 to put in this range here. Let's go ahead and click on OK. We'll have our statement here for John K-Mac appear. I love the statement. It gives me all the information that my patient wants, so they don't call me with questions. They simply pay. Here we have our credit card payment information here at the top. We scroll down a little ways. It's going to give me my procedures by family member, Jen and John. give me my description for those procedures, the total dollar amount, then what the insurance is paid, what I've written off for my insurance, what the patient's already paid, what type of patient write-offs I've had, my balance by procedure, and the patient due. If I scroll down to the very bottom, it's going to give me my aging across the bottom, and then my insurance portion, and my entire patient due amount. As well, I have the little DentiMax message here at the very bottom, indicating this patient has an amount over 90 days due. Please pay immediately. Very thorough statement. It's going to provide, again, that information that the patient needs so that they don't call, but rather they pay. Let's go ahead and go over to the ledger screen. To do that, I'm going to go ahead and go to my scheduler or my appointment book, because that's how I like to drive the program. We'll right-click on Jared Butler and click on View Ledger. Okay. In the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, you have various options to print out statements and other items. Let's go ahead and click on Print Family Statement here, and then click on OK. So as you can see, very quickly and easily, you can print the family statement directly here from the ledger screen. In addition to printing out statements from your ledger screen, you can also print out your claims and view the details of your claims from the ledger screen. From here, you can see the claims for both Jared and for Sarah right here on the ledger screen. If you want to view the details of the claim, just double-click on it, and you can view the details of that claim. In the home screen, it's very easy to create shortcuts to print out your statements. As you can see, I've created my own statements and claims menu. I have my own little customized links that I've created here. The first one is monthly statements. And so by simply going to my home screen, I can click on monthly statements to go ahead and print out my monthly statements. We'll go ahead and click on OK. And the program will create monthly statements for all the patients that need statements in my practice. Here's Jared Butler's statement, the head of household. We can see where the fees, and if there's been insurance payments or adjustments, same for the patient, giving us here the patient's portion here at the bottom of the screen. A companion report to the monthly statement is the aging report, and so I've gone ahead and created a shortcut for that. Let's go ahead and click on the aging report link. Click on OK. And this is a wonderful report. This is basically giving me the totals owed on the statements by my patients. And so you'll see the last patient payment right here in this column. Gives me the amounts that are current, 30 days all the way up to 120 days. My full account balance, the insurance portion of that, and the patient's portion of it. So again, this is a wonderful companion report that goes along with my patient statements. Let's go ahead and scroll down to the bottom of this report to get our totals. I'm now going to go ahead and click on my back button. We'll go back to our home page. I've also created a quick link to our claims manager, so if you click on that, it will take you right to the claims manager. Click on our back button again. There's also a follow-up report that I made a shortcut link to, which you might want to use. If you clicked on procedures that you want to follow up on, that you're working on with insurance companies or the patients, you'll want to view that report. I've also created a shortcut to the all-important insurance aging report. Let's go ahead and click on that. We'll say OK. This is one of my favorite reports in the program because it gives me all the information that I need to follow up with the insurance. So if we go to Delta Dental of Arizona, it's going to give me all the patients who have outstanding claims for Delta Dental. It gives me the information that I need so I can call the insurance company. And then when they ask for Gail Irwin's date of birth, I have it here at my fingertips. I also have the group name, group number, subscriber ID, everything I need, including the aging. As we can see, there's an outstanding claim that's 120 days plus due for $14. And so this report makes it easy to collect from the insurance. If I scroll down to the bottom for that insurance plan, it will give me the total amounts outstanding, aged, for the insurance plan. And then I can also scroll down to the very bottom of the report here and see the totals outstanding for all of my insurance plans. As you can see, DentiMax is not only an extremely easy tool to use, but a very powerful tool that's going to allow your staff to collect both your insurance and your patient money